Hey everybody, this is the beehive. It's late. It's late. It's about an hour before dark. Today we went down and it was like this big, what do you call it? Oh, you couldn't get in and out of the door thing. Like there was like a traffic jam. That's it, a traffic jam. So we're thinking about taking the board back off of here until we can get a board that's smaller, that's like a half of a, that would just close it up a halfway. Or I could just move it over. That's what I'll do. I'll just move it over. But first, I saw on Facebook, on YouTube, on one of the more experienced beekeepers' websites, that putting salt block in a cement block would keep the bees from swarming after you, because they're like, when you get out here working in your bee suit, they're like all over you because you get hot and sweaty in there and they need salt. And so if you just put salt in a salt block, in a salt block in a cement block like this, in this shelf right here, that the bees would get all the salt they needed and they'd be happier. So I got some of the wildwood. It's the pink Himalayan salt, the real salt. It still has all the minerals and stuff left in it. And it's not just plain white salt. So it's got all the minerals and stuff in it too. So that's more like what they would find out in nature. So I decided to put a little bit of that in the cement block and see if that makes them happy. We will see. So I'm going to put this back on the car and tie it up in a minute. Let's look under here and see if we have any bees under here. And we've got some ants, and I'm exploring the idea of using cinnamon. Yes. See those bees under there? I don't know what to do. They just keep getting in here and staying, and then they die because they don't have any food and water in here. But it's going to get cool tonight, so I'm going to close them up, and I'll probably bring the cinnamon out here and sprinkle some of it in the bottom, because they said that keeps the ants out. Maybe it'll keep the bees out too. Oh me. So anyway, there's me man playing with the dogs, and I got the car. Got to get the salt wrapped up. So anyway, let's see if I can be brave. I have no bee suit on. I don't think I'm going to do it on this side. They seem to be coming in from that side. I'm going to do it from this side. They've glued it on. So now maybe I'll take a stem. Oop. And oh, the staple's keeping it from sliding. I was trying to just slide that over so they'd have more space.
Well, they got space, they just have to figure out that door's for nothing.
But there's a staple in the way. Oh, he got after it was like, invader at the door, invader at the door. No, he got after my piece of straw. It was like, invader at the door. Invader at the door. Okay, so now they have a much larger opening, but yet it's still defendable. What do you think? Is that enough space?
Yeah, I think they got a door going to nowhere.
Oh yeah, they go in there and they can go on the other end too. They've got an in and out door. All they need is
exit.
they've got an exit and an entrance door. All they need now is directional signs.
Well, we can put them. You got a Sharpie. Draw arrows for 'em. I'll go to in there and out there. Just so they know.
So just so they know.
Whoa, buddy, don't sting me. I mean no harm. He landed right on me.
Did he?
Yep,
Are you running now? There you go. Are you saucing away?
I'm just trying to get him space. They come after you.
So how do you live? How do you like living in Mentone from Gadsden?
I love Mentone.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's so much to do. So much to do it with. Good
I turned it back and forth. We got this skinny cam.
Good Mexican food too.
Oh yeah, and Fort
Get
Payne.
the cheesesteak.
Oh, that was so good last night. All right, so we have an in and an outdoor because they just needed more space.
Was they all up under it again?
There's bees up underneath there again.
Maybe they like it under there.
I need to put the cinnamon under there, but I forgot to bring it out here. Okay, guys. We'll see if we come out here and there's anybody nibbling salt tomorrow, and we're still looking on buying supers and stuff for our babies, but we just keep looking at the different sites and we can't make up our mind. So I'm watching lots of YouTube videos trying to get all the best advice. That dog just loves him. All right. Bye, everybody. And thanks for following along with us on our bee adventures.